I'm deep in the woods here for reasons I cannot get into. But I'm here to talk about Titanic the musical. For its 10th anniversary tour in 2023, it hit Newcastle at the beautiful Theatre Royal. In the final hours of 14th of April 1912, the RMS Titanic, on her maiden voyage from Southampton to New York, collided with an iceberg and the unsinkable ship slowly sank. It was one of the most tragic disasters of the 20th century. 1,517 men, women and children lost their lives. With an absolute fantastic opening, where they're all aboard on the ship, showing straight from the start the high level of performance you're about to see. Now, this isn't like the movie where we follow mainly Jack and Rose. We get a closer look here at a lot more characters and their lives, and this is based on real people as well who were aboard the legendary ship. The composer himself said, "It was a guiding inspiration for me and Peter Stone that every name in the play was based on a true person that was aboard the ship, in order to do honour to these souls who sailed with her. We began with groups of three: captain, owner, architect, stoker, lookout and telegrapher, and the three Kates from Ireland. Through their stories you hear why certain decisions were made, why they were going so fast, why they couldn't see the iceberg, and among many other things." One of my personal favourite parts is when all of the third-class passengers are talking and singing around the table, talking about their dreams and aspirations for when they arrive in America. All just enjoying life and what it could be, but totally unaware of the horrors that were to come. And as I mentioned, we followed many different stories, but I particularly like the old married couple. It was a very heartwarming story, but only to make the ending that much more heartbreaking come the end. However, there is many interesting stories and characters here for you to find enjoyment out of, which I thought they did do very well with just how many characters and stories were being told here, each getting a pretty decent depth to each of their stories. And if you're a fan of the movie, you will definitely find some similarities in moments with particular characters, which I won't mention here. But where it did kind of slightly falter for me personally is it's nearly 3 hours long with the intermission. Now, that not really being the issue itself, it really does just slumber in certain parts for me, and it can feel a lot of like filler and fluff towards the end of the first part and nearing the end of the show itself. I think they probably could have cut out a song or two, perhaps. For the most part, I definitely really did enjoy all of the musical numbers, especially Sail On. Sail on, sail It was goosebump raising stuff. I don't really want to spoil how they do the ending of the show in case you aren't really aware, but I did really enjoy how they've done that. It was a beautiful way to pay respect to those who've lost their lives, unfortunately. Overall though, with great performances and some powerful moments, making it feel a bit more personal as well, seeing it all play out in front of you. And if you're a fan of the theatre and musicals, this is certainly one that I suggest you go to see at least once. However though, just at least for me, I don't think it's a one that I could go and see all too often. So yeah, definitely go and check it out at least the one time. It's a definite must go and see. Let me know your favourite musical down below.